Shana Tova, everyone. It is incredibly special to be together in person like this. News spread across the Italian countryside quicker than the gelato could melt in the summer skies of Rome, faster than you could dip your apple in honey. The breaking news was that there was a situation at the world-famous Uffizi Gallery in Florence, Italy. Here only the greatest art pieces were on view from the top masters of the art world. That day, the most advanced alarm system in the world had been set off. An intruder, an art thief, had come for a hefty heist. When the police responded to the alarm, to their surprise, they found an artist, not an art thief, with a brush in one hand and a palette in the other, standing in front of a painting hanging on the wall of the museum. He had moved the stanchions, the rope barrier. He was hard at work. How could one deface such a priceless work of art? The artist quickly surrendered. Stop! Admitting that the painting was actually his own. Hanging there in the Uffizi Gallery, the news reports ran the story of the case of an artist still working on what everyone thought was a finished masterpiece. The artist wasn't finished, even though the outside world considered it complete. To him, it was still a work in progress. Scientists have discovered that the most famous painting in the world, the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, was actually a work in progress. Infrared tests show that da Vinci had made several versions of the Mona Lisa, one on top of the other, layer after layer after layer of brushstrokes, repainting fingers, attempting different perspectives, improving upon each prior version until he completed the masterpiece that we all admire. Tonight, as we gather to celebrate the new year, ever mindful of the blessings in our lives, as well as the challenges and the difficulties we've struggled to overcome in our own lives, and certainly that of our congregation, our country, and our world. We take a moment to stand before the canvas of our own lives, to take a deep look at ourselves, appreciate who we are, our growth from the past year, hopefully not just our waistlines or diminishing hairlines, but how we have changed for the better, what we have done and accomplished this year, how we have made our lives a true blessing. And we can take a moment to appreciate where we are, literally, back here, back home together, at shul and online, blessed to have the opportunity to begin again. For Rosh Hashanah is the time when we are told that we must return to ourselves, our souls, the canvas of our lives, and pick up the brush, knowing that we can still work to improve ourselves and our world. We can do more. So tonight we are rededicating to perfecting our lives, doing our part for our community, ever mindful that we are not yet a finished product. You might know that I'm a sofer, a scribe, and when I make mistakes writing letters with my feather and ink, sometimes the quill drips too much or not enough. I fix these errors by taking an X-Acto knife. I scrape them away, going down to the lowest layer of the parchment, like an art restorer that removes layers of dirt and any later brushstrokes by future painters in order to prepare a masterpiece. We turn back to our original state. This is a different type of tshuva, a return to the person that we used to be and were meant to be. The famous Rabbi Rav Kook, the first chief rabbi of pre-Eretz Israel, teaches, when we forget the essence of our own soul, everything seems lost. The goal of life is when we return to ourselves. For some of us, tonight begins our process to peel away the layers, to find who we've always been and return to our true essence. Rabbi Soloveitchik teaches that Rosh Hashanah begins a period of reorientation and recreation, that in order to begin again, we must look inside of ourselves and seek change. On Rosh Hashanah, let's don our smocks. I feel like I'm wearing one right now. Let's pick up our metaphorical paintbrush. Let's recognize that the Mona Lisa would not be so majestic or acclaimed if Da Vinci didn't fail at first or just accept his first version. Let's learn from our mistakes. On our canvas of life, with each brushstroke, let's build ourselves better. Through our experiences, our relationships, our promises, our actions, our words, and our deeds, because they make up the layers of who we are. And as we rededicate our lives and refocus, we know that we must begin to add the layers of who we want to be this coming year in our works in progress. Shana Tova Umituka, wishing you and your families a happy, healthy, peaceful year filled with insight, meaning, and beauty. Shana Tova. We'll rise now as our service continues, as the